Did you know that there's a dedicated online service and community for creating and keeping track of achievements for retro games made prior to the Xbox 360 and PS3 era? And did you know that there also exists a program that acts as a hub for all your emulators in an easy to use and aesthetic PS3 style package? Oh, you already did? Because unlike me, you actually kept up to date with retro game news and emulator technology. It's not as exciting. But if you're like me and you live under a rock, then you should definitely check out Retro Achievements and RetroArch. Both of these tools will be linked in the description and seem like the best way currently to have an entire arcade room in the palm of your SSD. Whether you're looking to play Neo Geo, N64, Atari Jaguar, or simply just some PlayStation 2, nothing is too niche or unavailable for RetroArch. Now, this is not a video explaining on how to install all of this, as it's kind of an involved process, and I'll tell you up front, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but also not the hardest thing in the world. Now, I'm sure there will be some tech bros in the comments with tons of experience dealing with system BIOSes and advanced emulation typing right now. Actually, it's quite easy if you know what you're doing. Yes, exactly, but for the average person, I'd say it's a moderately difficult installation process, but it can be followed with easy instructions, which will all be linked in the description. It's also important to note that not every game has achievements. For example, when I load up a copy of Pokemon Fire Red, there's no achievement pop-up. But when I load up my favorite retro game of all time, and clearly the best arcade racer of all time, SSX Tricky, there's a pop-up that shows achievements are enabled, and I can double check on the Retro Achievements website just in case if I want to see a full list. Adding achievements to old games like this gives me a reason to replay my favorites, as well as encouraging me to push up those older titles further up in my backlog. Hell, maybe I'll even play the old Bratz games to achievement farm, and definitely not because Bratz Forever Diamonds was just one of the first true great open world RPGs of our generation. I'm also currently playing SSX Tricky here in the background with a traditional OEM PS2 controller via an extremely cheap converter that I found on eBay, less than $4 a piece. I picked up two just in case any of my friends want to get demolished by me in SSX Tricky because I got way too good for the friend group and it's no longer fun to play with me, therefore alienating myself from my friends, leaving me alone with my favorite game to a life of solitude. But it was only $4. I always see other options like the USB PS2 controllers or even just using a USB PS3 controller, which is nice if you already have that, but those cheap off-brand controllers definitely have constant mechanical issues, at least from my personal experience, plus it was only $4. Alright, but this project's been around for 12 years and I've never heard of it. How many people could possibly be using it? There have been over 55 million achievements unlocked on Retro Achievements. This project is way bigger than I anticipated. They even have a full leaderboard system for those true competitors. At the time of recording, I am currently rank... Hey, even Barry Bonds started out in Little League, okay? Give me 2 years or so, and I bet you my life savings, I'll have at least cracked the top 1 million players. But anyways, that's all I wanted to ramble about today. I hope this video can at least teach one person about either Retro Achievements or RetroArch, and if so, then I can go to sleep knowing I've done a little good to the world today. And if not, then I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll work on the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it, dislike if not, and subscribe for gaming content every other day.